Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, Manning. That's caught. It smothers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Finds a man on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Caught, and he's got room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. They go play action with Manning. Quarterback extends the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Trucks through the defender. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the run, it's Hill. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's going to run it. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways, and you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll go play action with Moore. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Davison. There's some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The offense changing the play. Trying the run, it's Davison. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Looking down the middle. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Gets it to him on the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Manning with a play fake. Takes the easy completion. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop him.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for a receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Finds his man. On the move at the 30. He's loose. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Arch is going to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he's able to catch it and go get the 1st.
In the red area, it's Davison. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Manning to throw. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football, and you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked him down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. He's got it. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Throwing Manning. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll run rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense, keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dante Moore. Here's the pressure. Buried before he could blink. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Moore will throw. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's got the tight end. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Moore. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. He got it, feet down in bounds.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know he's got the height and weight at the tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Arch to throw. This time he's got it.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Arch going to spin it again. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. DB's locked up tight on the receivers.
Here we go. Check, check.
Fourth down, Manning. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they gambled in their own end. Turn it over on... Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Ducks headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Pulled and finds his man on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And this is the beauty of getting in these third down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice third down execution.
The give on the counter. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Keeps it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the sack. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Defense might bring the house here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The 11th play of this opening drive. They face a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down, because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Lacey. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. 1st drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the 1st drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss! You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chomped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. He wants to change this route. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hooks. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ducks! They wanted it exactly what they got. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. And he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield on first down. Stepping to the right. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. This time he wants to throw. Got a man. It's Fields. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab near the marker. It's Cook. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. More play action. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the outside. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll run play action. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third down, he drops to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. 'Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see, that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Here's Moore to throw. Quick strike complete. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Going for 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
To the air on second down. They get to him as he throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Ready. Blue 85. King.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. What a grab with one hand. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get a...
Going deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throwing more. He's going to take off. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll go play action with Moore. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in down the middle. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the option. Got a little grass. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Makes the grab. It's Haas. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got the quick pass. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He makes the catch. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And that one's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. The pick six, he takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
Number 97 sets a kickoff.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Right back to the well. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Making side adjustments here. Running the red zone. It's Davison. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Fourth down, more. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. He was trying to hit a man on an out route.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Last completion move to sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll give to Frazier. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Handoff, Frazier running left. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Frazier again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
He's got it.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the 1st, and they keep this drive alive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll run it. It's Frazier. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. On the ground, it's Davison. Here's a little room there. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play in. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Right, so let's all. Hey,
they'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads it left. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Moore. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. A 1st down for the offense. Moore to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Might be changing the route. He'll start this drive firing. Looking down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quick release on the RPO. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Looking to throw again. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Davison. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
They'll ride the hot hand. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Using his legs, it's Hill. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. Some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Again, it's Moore. Turns it loose. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards.
Tennessee, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grab behind the line. It's Bishop. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch and he's free. Inside the 10, and he scores! Touchdown Volunteer! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something, take it out.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Defense looks like they're coming. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Throwing more. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. More to the air again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown ball. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Moore will throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Now he's looking into the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
In the gun on third down, Moore. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Vols want to move quickly.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the middle. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Moore. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
On target to the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got him downfield. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Fired into the end zone, incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Moore from the gun on third down. Looking to the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half. He wants to go deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. So now it's second and long. Running inside. It's Hill. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that hurt.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Fourth down, Moore. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Moore to throw. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Now here's Moore. He's got his man across the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Tennessee! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Throwing more. Got his man.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage.
Going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. Turning it on. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. An explosive play. Takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Flips it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look...